All right, guys, this is the last training on the presentation, the listing presentation you guys will be using inside of your business. It actually is one of my favorite sections because the simplicity of it is amazing. It's the only close you'll ever need. As a matter of fact, it's the only close that I use all together in all of my real estate business, whether getting a seller to agree to list their home with us or getting a buyer to agree to make an offer. So let's roll right into this training. Okay, so the only close you'll ever need. Now, some of you guys may have heard of this before, but the best way to describe it is the thermometer close. The thermometer close gauges someone's level of pretty much them closing themselves. So here's the only close that you would ever need when conducting a listing presentation. So, Mr. Seller, on a scale of 1 to 7, and I always like 7. I picked that up from a sales trainer way back when. He goes, never go to 10 because you'll get a lot of 5s. So if you make it an odd number like 7, a person really has to think about it. I mean, consciously, they have to think about what their number is, and there is no middle of the road. You know, they're either going to be 3 or they're going to be 4. And so you're going to get a more authentic answer. So that's why I do 7. So Mr. Seller, on a scale of 1 to 7, how would you rate my worry-free listing being the right system to help you with the sale of your home? Now look at guys, it's not about me. It's like, hey, how would you rate me being the right real estate agent to help you with the sale of your home? You know, a lot of agents will do that and you know, it's okay, it's not bad, but I like to put the pressure on the worry-free listing. Not about me, about the worry-free listing being the system to help the seller with the sale of their home. And so if they say anything else other than a 7, which is perfect, like, it's a 5, here's your response. Okay, what would make it a 7? And then at that point in time, you're helping them. Well, I shouldn't say you're helping them. You're making them identify what's holding them back from being perfect. That's the objection that would be holding you back from getting a signed agreement later. See, when agents don't do this, and they go for the close right after the presentation. Okay, are you guys ready to move forward with the sale of your home? No, we're not. You know, we got to think about it. Oh, the dreadful, I got to think about it. That's the worst thing you could have in your business or at the end of your presentation. That's why you want to take it away. You want to find out what would make it a 7, because if it's a 7 at the end of the presentation itself, you're ready to move forward. So if it's a 5, well, Mr. Seller, what would make it a 7? Well, you know, I don't want to really be caught into a lengthy contract. Oh, okay. Well, do you remember when we covered this is a cancel anytime guarantee? As a matter of fact, you know, there is a end date, a start date and an end date on our listing agreement because it's required by law, but that's when we actually give you a cancellation guarantee. As a matter of fact, let me pull it out of my briefcase right here. And here's the cancellation guarantee. I'm going to go ahead and sign it for you. This says you can cancel at any time without any cost to you. And it's signed right here. So anytime we actually, up until the point of getting under contract with a buyer, you want to cancel, even after we've taken photos, we put the sign in the front of the yard, we put it up for sale, people walking through your home, and you want to cancel it, you can do that at no cost to you. Does that sound like it would be helpful? Yes. Great. So now knowing that, how would you rate the worry-free listing being the right system to help you with the sale of your home? Oh, it's a 7, hands down then. Great. So why don't we move forward? And then I make sure I go ahead and say, all right, let's move forward. We move forward. And then, and only then do we start to address pricing the home and finally commission. We don't address it up until that point. We want to get the commitment that the worry-free listing or whatever presentation you guys end up using, hopefully it's the worry-free listing and you're duplicating before you innovate, because we already have a system that lists thousands of homes a year. Between myself and all my students that are using this, thousands, that's right guys, thousands of homes a year are being listed with this system, if not tens of thousands of homes are being listed with this system that we know works. So do me a favor, rip off and repeat, duplicate before you innovate. We've already got a system, and that's why I've been breaking it down for you guys here. That's what you do. You ask, hey, Is the worry-free listing the right system to help you sell your home? Yes, it is. 7 out of 7. Great. Then you go into pricing, and that's a whole nother strategy. As a matter of fact, in the pricing strategy, I will train you how you will lead the sellers down a path to choosing the price for their own home, but it's the price that you want. So you get to take the pressure off yourself regarding showing them a price to sell where they make the decision. As a matter of fact, that's one of the top reasons agents don't get listing agreements is they come in with a price and say, here's what I think you should sell it for that does not align with what the owner thinks or the seller thinks it's worth. So if you eliminate that and you walk them down the path of understanding how comparables are done, it's lights out. But that's it for today. That is it. That is the only close that you'll ever need for a listing presentation, getting a 7 out of 7 using the thermometer. Well, I hope you guys found today's information valuable. If you did, do me a favor, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. That way, anytime that I make a post, you're gonna get notified, and just know when the posts come out on YouTube, man, it is to help you increase your business. All right, guys, that's it for me. Make it an amazing, amazing day, and I'll catch you on our next video.